Hey guys, so I'm gonna do my December wrap up eventually, probably tomorrow. But Thoughts on Tomes did this thing called like the Book Awards, and I thought that was like real cool. And since I haven't done like a Best Books of 2018, even though I kind of did a Best Books of 2018 when I did Litmus, I'm gonna do this Book Awards thing because why not? So the first one is Best Male Protagonist, and y'all, do you even have to ask? It's fucking Neil Jostin. Like, my son, the light of my life, Neil Jostin. He is just, he's so good. Not in like, he's not good in like a pure way. He's just good in like, he cares about his friends and wants the people he cares about to be happy. Not necessarily everyone to be happy, but he wants the people he cares about to be happy. And like, he's been through so much, y'all. He deserves happiness. And I love him a lot. So, he's my favorite male protagonist that I've read this year. Oh. Yeah. These are only books that I've read this year, by the way. Okay? So, like, all the books that I read, like, last year, they don't count for this. So it's only going to be books that I read this year. Forgot to mention that. Anyway, let's go on with the next one, which is Best Female Protagonist, which I went with Jess Tran from Not Your Sidekick, who also is, like, kind of the opposite of Neil in the fact that, like, she is, like, good in a pure sense. Like, she is a pure being, but she also just wants her friends to be happy. I just like people who care about their friends. Next up is Best Plot Twist. I wouldn't necessarily call this the best plot twist because it ruined my life and broke my heart into a million pieces, but we're going with The Burning Maze. Trials of Apollo, The Burning Maze. I'm not going to say what the plot twist is, just in case you haven't read the book, but if you've read the book, you know what the plot twist is, and you're probably crying about it just as much as I am, because who isn't crying about it? Rick Riordan literally crushed our souls with this book, and it's fine. I like to pretend it didn't happen. That damn plot twist, man. Fucking hate it. Yet it's the best on here, because like I was like, objectively, that is the best plot twist. Even though I hate it. The next one is Best Book Cover, and I went with All Out, because just look at this cover, y'all. It looks pretty great. It has like, so it's like historical, right? So it has like a bunch of like things relating to the different stories, like has like, you can't see it very well because my laptop is dumb, but like, you know, it just has like, I think there's like a rocket, like a space shuttle, and like a ship. So yeah, I really like this cover a lot. I really like this book a lot, and I feel like the cover really captures like what these short stories are about. Like, I really appreciate the cover. Next is Best Male Sidekick. Ironically, I'm going with Bells from Not Your Sidekick. Yes, he does have his own book. It's called Not Your Villain. It's the second book in this series, but he's technically a sidekick in this book. So, you know, I'm going with him because he is also the love of my life, and I love him so much, and he's just great trans rep, y'all. Like, what did we do to deserve such great trans rep? Anyway, he's the light of my life too, and I couldn't not pick him, even though he has his own book. So, you know, that's what I went with. The next is Best Female Sidekick, and for that, I went with Jack in Every Heart a Doorway. Yes, she and her sister also have their own book. It's the second book in the series. Do I care? No. She is amazing. She was probably, besides Cade, my favorite character, my favorite side character, I guess, because I really did like the main character in this book, but I don't know if I like the main character as much as I liked Cade and Jack. I can't even remember her name. So yeah, Jack was definitely one of my favorite characters in this book, and I loved it even more when I got to explore her backstory in the second book. So, next one is Most Unique Plot/World. And I actually went with the Half-Bad series for this. I thought that the world was, like, pretty cool and, like, a really cool take on magic. Like, yeah, I really kind of low-key hated the ending of that series, but, like, you know, the world was still really cool, so that's why I picked it. The next one is Best Book to Movie Adaptation, and I think we all know what this one is. It's Love, Simon, y'all. Yes, I have it on DVD. I bought it on Black Friday. It was only like $5. So yeah, Love, Simon is clearly the best book to movie adaptation of the year, if not of all time, honestly. Catching Fire, you're great, but like Love, Simon is pretty fucking amazing. Next is a writer you discovered for the first time, and I went with C.B. Lee because I've read all of her books that are currently out this year, and I adored every single one of them. And I was gonna pick Nora Sakavic because, you know, All for the Game is great, but, like, she only has All for the Game out, and C.B. Lee has The Sidekick Squad, and then 7 Tears at High Tide, which I also read. So I decided to pick C.B. Lee just because she had, like, more than one series out, you know? So that's why I went with C.B. Lee over Nora Sakavic. But yes, C.B. Lee is wonderful. I can't wait for Not Your Backup, and I can't wait for more books that she writes because she writes some quality shit. Next is Best Graphic Novel. I only read one graphic novel, but it is the best, and that is Check Please. If you have not read Check Please, what are you doing with your life? You need to get out and read it. I'm not even a graphic novel person, and I fucking love this book. You don't even have to buy it, y'all. You can read it online. You can just go to the website and read it all online. I mean, it'd be cool if you, like, supported the author and bought it, because she's great. But, like, you can read it online. There's no excuse for not reading Check Please. It's so good. Next is the best action in a book, and for that I went with Not Your Villain, which is on the screen because I'm currently loaning it to a friend, so I can't hold it up. But Not Your Villain has, like, some very, very quality action scenes in it. The whole Sidekick Squad does, and I'm looking forward to the action scenes in Not Your Backup. But, I picked Not Your Villain over Not Your Sidekick because, well, the stakes were higher. It felt like the stakes were higher anyway. Not Your Villain was more action-y than Not Your Sidekick, so that's why I ultimately went with Not Your Villain over Not Your Sidekick. But both of them have some very, very quality action scenes in them. Next is Best Standalone, and for that I went with Aristotle and Dante Discover the Secrets of the Universe, because I absolutely adored this book. I should have read it sooner when it was, like, you know, more popular, I suppose, but, like, I'm late to the party, and I just, you know, this book is just fantastic. Like, need I say more? I don't think I need to. I already talked at length about how amazing it is in the review I did of it, so if you really want to hear me talk more about this book, you can go watch that video. Next is the Best Ensemble Cast, and I went with the Foxes from All for the Game, because, you know, the Foxes are just one dysfunctional family that I absolutely love, and, like, you know, it's just, they're great. Like, even Seth is a piece of shit, but, like, he's part of the Foxes, so I have to, like, I guess I have to love him, even though, like, he's definitely a piece of shit. But yeah, I totally love the Foxes, and it's just, they're such a great group. Such a great, morally gray, dysfunctional group. And finally is Best Finale. And for that, I went with The Kingsmen, the conclusion to the All for the Game series. And if I could hold this in the light so you could see it better, that would be fantastic. No? Okay, well, you're just not going to be able to see the cover very well because the lighting is shit. So anyway, The Kingsmen was honestly an absolutely fantastic way to end the All for the Game series. It tied up all of the plot things that we needed to know, which was great. And, you know, it's a great conclusion. And honestly, I actually don't know what my favorite book of All for the Game is, but it might be The King's Men. It might be The King's Men. Probably is The King's Men. So yeah, that's my Best Finale book. You can kind of see it now a little bit, but yeah, I just love me some All for the Game. Anyway, that is my 2018 Book Awards. Maybe I'll do this again next year. Who knows? Not me. But I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one.